spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Washington Commanders and the Carolina Panthers. Leading the Washington sideline, that's head coach Dan Quinn. His side not able to get it done in their home opener, hoping for some better luck on the road here. On the other sideline, head coach of the Panthers, Dave Canales. His guys were winners in Week 1, and you know they'd love to begin the year with back-to-back victories. Y'all could join us. Thanks for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Hewitt. Eddie Pinheiro just about set. And here we go from Charlotte. He stopped on the run back at the 27. For the Commanders offense, headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jayden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
He's got Jalen Lane. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt, getting it for the first time. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. 2nd down now, they need 7.
To number 17. It's a pickup of 3.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
It's a gain of 8.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They kick the running back in motion. Daniels now on 1st down. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he's still got it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Washington first down. A gain of 12.
Daniels from the pistol. Running right side by McLaurin. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Daniels to the air. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at first down here. Here's Dowdle again. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the give to Dowdle. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Commanders' 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Brought in close to the 8. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
They go to him again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays. But when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's good for a Washington first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Washington.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the counter, Krosky Merritt. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
To throw, Daniels. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky Merritt. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And a Washington first down.
Throwing now, Daniels. He takes it himself. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Daniels.
The 19-yard line.
Drops back. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Loss of 5 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They want him again, and he goes down again. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Cairo Santos now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards away.
47-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd try. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Back to throw. Here's Young. Setting up the running back screen. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. He stays up. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
10 yards.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down.
To the air on 1st down, Young. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Thrown to the sideline.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Young. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. And it's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And this is Baker Mayfield. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The Buccaneers trying to get to 2-0 on the young season. They're up big at the half. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Kenneth Walker. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. This one's gone to halftime with the Seahawks with a big lead on the road at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. He's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Inside give to Dowdle. He dodged the tackle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Young on 1st and 10. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Dowdle. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that mark for a 3rd down coming up.
Tackle made right at midfield. Brings up 3rd down.
Young's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Commanders in the dime set for this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Woo! I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building, because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. On the move, past the 40. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Give them 9 on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. So we're through 3 here. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Just a yard left to go on second down. Dowdle on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
A draw now. This is Tracy. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. So now it's going to be third and long.
Brings up third down and 11.
They'll throw, third and long. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time. After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And, of course, wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Daniels on first down. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He'll try something else from the 27 this time, second and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Let's see what they went with, third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Making the call himself. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Escapes a defender. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
That one's complete right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. It's Young. The throw here on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a pickup of 13.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
Brings up 4th down.
So out now comes the punter. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Commanders want to end it in regulation if they can. Setting up to pass. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
And the Commanders first down.
Back to throw. Caught by his back. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Got to hurry this to the line.
21 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
He'll look to throw it. Over to Robinson on the sideline and caught.
Daniels pass.
And it's forced down of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 4
Here
yards.
he is to throw.
Second down 6.
Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Commanders first down.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play fake here, Daniels. And that's a catch. It's a touchdown. They've got the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Commanders. Santos lining up.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Panthers 10.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers set to take the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Andrew Makuba on the coverage.
Now to throw. Avoid some trouble there. The ball is out. Young lost it. And he gets his own fumble back, but no time left. A close game comes to an end on that play. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Charlotte.